Hi guys, how are we doing?
Woo.
Evening, Christy.
Lovely to see some people popping on to the live stream. Great to see you. Paul Morwood, I reckon you were first in the room.
Always
How
Paul, he's
are
always
you,
early.
Paul? Yes, he likes to be early. Paul says, hello Cath, Jay and everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I'm ready to listen to your beautiful music. Thank you. And I need to click see more. And I hope Josh will be joining you soon. Yes, he will. Here he is all ready to go. And he's going to join us in after the first couple of songs. So that's great news, isn't it? And we've also got Robin and Andrew. Hello, Robin and Andrew. It's great to have you. Trish is on Coochie. No Trish tonight. Hope she's having a lovely time over on Coochie on this ANZAC Day holiday. And we've got Sue Treadgold and Christy Galois. Hello. Good to have you both. And Kieran Hammond. Are you in Melbourne at the moment, Kieran? You've relocated to Melbourne. I hope you're having a great day, everybody, wherever you are. Please tell us in the comments where you are, and if you know the Indigenous name of the country that you're on, please let us know that name. We are here on Yugambeh country, and in Yugambeh we say Jingeri, Jingi Wali Walu. So to kick us off tonight, we're going to sing a song that Jay wrote.
I started writing, right?
Yeah.
It's the song that actually has taken longest out of everything that I've ever written. It's taken longest to complete because I do remember, I can picture in my mind right now, sitting in traffic underneath an overpass at Shepherd's Bush in London, on my way early morning to a job that I had at the time up in Kingsbury, which is North London. And I remember sitting at the traffic lights, and the chorus to this song popped into my head. And once I arrived at work, instead of doing my job, I wrote the lyrics down and kept the tune in my head. But I never really could think of where I was going to put it and how I was going to do it. And it wasn't until I came to Australia and we were thinking about doing a Christmas album that I sort of thought, well, I've got this song and it's all about being away from home at Christmas. And so I thought, well, I'll try and cobble the whole thing together around that. And we did it as an a cappella song on our Bonzagrosi Christmas album back in 2010.
No, 2004, babe.
2004, and that far ago. Oh my goodness. That far ago.
21 years ago, before we had Joshua.
Before we had Joshua. I just started playing it on the guitar, which is not the way it was first constructed. And Cath said, oh, that sounds nice, why don't we do that? So this is our,
it's a very appropriate
homage to
Day.
ANZAC Day and to the men who gave their lives for Australia back in the First and Second World Wars.
And subsequent wars.
Both Indigenous and non-Indigenous. There were many Indigenous soldiers who went overseas and fought for the freedoms that and the rights that we have today. And some of them obviously didn't return because they lost their lives. Some of them actually were left over there because they were left in Africa, and there was actually
during the Boer War.
During the Boer War, and there were also these guys weren't even citizens of the country they were fighting for, and some of them weren't let back in because they didn't have
their country, but they weren't considered
any ID.
citizens.
I'd particularly like to say thank you to all of those people who fought and all of the families who have lost loved ones in conflicts as far back as 100 years ago, and obviously nearer to as well. So this is, I guess the idea was it was a letter written from a man at the front, and
in World War One.
In World War One, telling his wife what was happening, and I guess being so far from home, hoping that she wouldn't forget him. And forget the reasons that he was abroad anyway. So this is called HOMEFIRES. We'll all be home for Christmas, at least that's what they say. We'll beat this this madman's army, and we'll be on our way back to wives and sweethearts, sons and daughters too. A few more months, my darling, and I'll be home with you. Won't you keep the home fires burning in your pretty eyes for me, while I am far away across that cold and rolling sea. I'm thinking of you always and your tender company, so keep the home fires burning in your pretty eyes for me. There's a picture in my mind, love, no matter where I am. You and me on our veranda, the kids out swimming in the dam, Christmas lunch upon the table, all the gifts under the tree. It's a vision that's more dear, love, than life itself to me. Won't you keep the home fires burning in your pretty eyes for me, while I am far away across that cold and rolling sea. I'm thinking of you always and your tender company, so keep the home fires burning in your pretty eyes for me. In dreams the magpies call me, and the scent of gum and pine set all my senses reeling, and I wake up a-crying. Made myself a promise I'd bring presents rich and rare from some exotic city we liberated somewhere. They say that we'll find treasure in the heart of gay Paris, though last night they changed our orders to a place they call Gallipoli. Won't you keep the home fires burning in your pretty eyes for me, while I am far away across that cold and rolling sea? I'm thinking of you always and your tender company, so keep the home fires burning in your pretty eyes for me. We'll all be home for Christmas. Sad, sweet song.
Thank you, Jay. That was beautiful. It was so nice to revisit Home Fires for our ANZAC Day edition of Cuppa with Cath and Jay, live streaming on our veranda. I love that line in the Home Fires song. There's a picture in my mind, love, no matter where I am, you and me on our veranda. Because here we are.
Here we are.
On our veranda.
On our veranda.
Yeah.
I'd also just quickly like to say something about...
Can I just say hello to people? Because
Okay.
there's a few people who've hopped on, sorry, and I just want to say hi. So Melanie Hannon is here. Hello,
Hey,
Melanie. Christy says, I've got my daughter from the USA visiting. Oh, wonderful. I bet you want to keep her. Stay here, Christy's daughter. Is this the daughter who plays the violin? Please tell me. Melanie says hello. Karen says hello from Melbourne. Nam. Karen Stewart. Hi, Karen. Good to have you. Louise Winton. Hi,
Hey,
Louise. Louise and Stefan. I bet you've had a busy ANZAC day today. You're doing your beautiful singing out and around in your community at your ANZAC Day ceremonies. Paul says, beautiful song, but quite a sad song. Yes, it is. It is a sad one. Juanita Reed. Hello, Juanita. Sending lots of love emoji faces. Love it. And Robin says, love your harmonies, Cath. Oh, thank you. I thought they were a bit dodgy.
We haven't done it very much.
I was sort of making it up as I went along. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do, but we muddled along. Thank you.
Started working on it last night, so.
And Karen is here. Robin also says heartfelt song, Jay Turner. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And Karen says, love seeing your smiling faces. Hello, Karen. It's great to have you here. All right. I hope you're having a beautiful day.
Before Cath interrupts me.
Interrupted you so rudely.
I would seriously like to say something about what happened in Melbourne this morning at the ANZAC Day Parade, where when there was a welcome to country, there were some folks who booed. And I'd like to remind those people that when the fog of their racism and ignorance clears, they might like to know that First Nations people fought for this country without citizenship. In the First and Second World Wars, they made up a large cohort of the forces, and there was 70 Aboriginal people at ANZAC Cove at Gallipoli. And the rights and freedoms that you enjoy today, whatever colour, whatever race you are in this country, you enjoy in part because of their contribution. So booing them is what I consider to be anti-Australian, and I think that you should be thoroughly ashamed. I hope you are.
Thank you, Jay. I totally agree with you. So Christy says, yes, she is the musician, although my other daughter also plays the violin. So two violinists. It's wonderful. All right, I better grab my violin, speaking of the violin, because I'm going to play.
I guess that we can't ignore the fact that we've got the election coming up, and that our democracy is under siege at the moment, not only in this country but obviously in America too. So
we thought we'd sing this
we
one.
thought we'd sing this one. Here we go. I'm as angry as I can be, 'cause you made such a fool out of me. You treat native title as if it's a joke. All your pretty promises go up in smoke, as you and your cronies extinguish all hope. Stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom. You're stealing my democracy, a little more each day. Now you made yourself some handy laws, so you don't have to listen to me anymore. I can march in thousands through these city streets, calling for change and protesting in peace, when daily your intimidations increase. Stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom. You're stealing my democracy, a little more each day. Well, I'm sick of your media spin, papering over the mess we're in. You only want the news if it's your point of view, but little say it is true. Will anything worthwhile be left when you're through? Stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom. You're stealing my democracy, a little more each day. My parents fought for humanity, not this facade you're selling me. They bought me the right to disagree with you, and anything you do. One day I'll get you out, and there'll be an end to this fear and doubt. I hope to heaven that I can find someone with integrity, someone who's kind, someone with the good of the people in mind, instead of stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom. You're stealing my democracy, a little more each day. You're stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom. You're stealing my democracy, a little more each day, a little more each day, a little more each day, hey, yeah, a little more. Stealing my democracy.
I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes.
Oh no, where's the insect repellent?
It's very distracted when your hands are being bitten by mosquitoes when you're trying to play the violin.
We never remember the
The insect repellent. Well, I don't like to have it on my hands when I'm playing.
No, well, I sprayed myself with it the other day, and then I started sticking to my guitar. So goodness knows what it's done to the. Goodness knows what it does to the varnish on the guitars.
Sticky stuff on your skin. Thank you for your love emojis, your heart emojis that are flowing up the screen. We love to see those. I always tell the story of how during COVID, when we were working on live streams pretty well all the time with our choirs and people around the world, I started to dream of live streams.
Live stream bubbles.
Bubbles of hearts
going up.
coming up because people would just be hearting all the time, and we just see these gorgeous bubbles of hearts coming up the screen. So yeah, I remember having COVID lockdown dreams where hearts were. I want to see whether this works again.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, it did it.
Yeah, can people see that?
Hearts. Yeah, people can see that.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if it does it
Okay.
again. Yeah, it does it. It didn't do that back in the COVID days. This is something I've only seen happen in the last few weeks, really.
Yeah. Never mind.
Hello to a few more people joining us. It's great to have you.
Good
We've
to see
got
Stevie in the UK.
Stevie in the UK. Good
Morning, Stevie. Good to see you.
And Jan Breeze in the UK too. Good morning to you over there. What are you drinking? Are you having a cup of tea, a cup of coffee? We should be having a glass of wine, but we haven't got ourselves organised yet. We were too busy with instruments.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a drink of wine afterwards. And Jan says, good morning, Cath and Jay.
Good morning, Jan.
Good morning, Jan. And Christy says, LOL, laugh out loud, those mozzies. I have the same with mozzies biting my hands while I'm trying to focus the camera. Because Christy's a photographer, if you haven't met Christy yet. And she's done a lot of wonderful photography of us performing live at our gigs. And actually on our website, our Mundy-Turner.com website, That's the banner photo, is a photo that Christy took of us
Yep.
at the Bug. And she also takes wonderful videos. So a few of those are on YouTube. In fact, all the ones of Joshua's very first gig with us
Yep. All up there.
are
on
all
YouTube
taken
from
by Christy. Thank you, Christy, at the Sea and Gaza Art Fundraiser just a few weeks ago. Thank you for documenting that gig. It was a very special gig, not least because we had Joshua doing his first live stage performance
Yeah,
with us. So it was
pretty good.
just a beautiful night raising money for the children of Palestine. Yeah, it is hard to focus when you're getting bitten on your hands and you're working with your hands. All right, so Joshua, why don't you join us?
Why don't you join us? Paul was asking if Josh is
Yes,
going to join
Josh
us.
is
He certainly
keen
is.
to see you. Paul is keen to see you. Say hi to everybody.
Everybody, love it.
It's Josh! Give him a round of applause! He's had a busy week doing his math studies and his physics studies. He's wrapping up those studies this year, so he's very focused getting it done. And he's also going on an exciting trip, his first trip to Europe, apart from, I guess he was born in England, but he was 2 weeks,
Hardly the
2
kind of
months
trip that he's
old
going on now.
when he arrived over in Australia, and he hasn't been back that way. But he's going to Germany with his friend Theo and Theo's dad Walter. They're from Germany. Walter's from Germany, so Josh has been invited along to go back over there with them for a month in July,
Yeah,
August,
a month.
which is exciting. So yeah, we're getting things sorted out. Got Joshua's passport.
You're right there. All
All
right.
right, what are we going to do?
Living on Country.
Living on Country.
Hey,
I
look,
love
we're
this
probably
song.
going to put this out as a single maybe a little bit later in the year, and we're hoping that our great friend, videographer Pascal, is going to do a video of the thing as well. So we're
Music
going to try and we're going to put it into the Golden Guitars competition at Tamworth and see if we can get a little bit of traction over there with this song. So yeah, this is
This is Living
by
on
way of
Country
practice.
with Josh and me on fiddle. I'm going to just stand here because, as we discovered
You're
last
blocking
week, I didn't have enough room.
you're blocking it.
I'm
That's it.
blocking him, but I just need space to
All right.
bow.
Can you do it sideways? You're right. You're going to poke me in the
Well,
ear.
then I'll be this way if I do it sideways, yeah?
Yeah,
How's that look?
No.
No.
Okay.
So I have to be there, and that means I'm blocking him.
That's fine. I don't mind.
He doesn't mind.
All right,
All right.
here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Living on country. Living on country. Living on country. Living on country. No matter where we stand in this great big land, we're all living on country.
Laying on a tropical beach.
We could be driving down the highway to Long Reach.
Could be sitting
sacred. I wanna join a 60,000-year-old song. I wanna be a part of the solution to everything that's ever gone wrong. No matter if I'm climbing up a mountain, no matter if I'm staring out to sea, one thing that's sure and certain, I'll be living on country, living on country, living on country, living on country, living on country. No matter where we stand in this great big land, we're all living on country.
I'm trying to avoid you. I'm going to go whack and get him in the head.
Oh, nice to see you, Anna.
Hello,
Thanks
Anna.
for visiting for just a short while. She says she can't get any work done.
I joined you
when
for a
she's
little
listening.
while. There's no way I'm getting any work done while I'm listening to you, so I better go. Oh, lovely to see you too, Anna. Thank you for joining us. Also in the UK, good morning to you. Yeah, here it's a public holiday, but not so in the UK. It's a public holiday today, marking ANZAC Day. So it's, yeah, a very special public holiday in this country. And oh my goodness, we've got Alana here.
Oh,
Hi, Lana.
hey, Alana.
And we've also got Kay Morris. Hello, Kay.
Evening, Kay.
That work?
She's
I'm trying to do the heart thing.
You have to be in a certain position, I guess. No, it's not working now.
Maybe I only get a certain quota of them,
Yeah,
and I
you-
used
you
up
only
my
get-
quota.
Get 3 lots and that's it. Gone.
You can never have too many love hearts. Paul says, well done, you guys. Great and so talented. I'm very privileged to know you. Oh, we're privileged to know you. Paul, you're a great friend to us,
Yeah,
and we
you're a really
appreciate
good
everything
friend
that
to
you
us.
do for our choir
Really
communities.
appreciate it, yeah.
Paul says, I missed you last week, Josh, but it's great to see you now. Strum that bass, as you do. Well done. And he's got the clapping emoji
And he's got
and
the perfection,
perfection emoji. And
which we're heading for, aren't we?
we're getting there. We're getting there. And we've got the fist pump.
Oof.
And we've got some guitars and music. We've got lots of emojis. Thank you, Paul. I love it. Love
Taking up
that.
for the hearts that we can't get this in. Yeah, all right.
So Sue Edwards Treadgold. It's Edwards Treadgold Susan, but I know that your name is Sue. So my two are overlapping. Youngest is in Italy now, and the eldest leaves the day before the day the other returns. Oh my
right.
goodness.
Doing tag teams.
Tag team travel. And Stevie Geegan in the UK says, hi, Cath and Jay, off to a lunchtime gig at 10 a.m. So I'm really pleased to be able to join you. Sending blessings of Easter. Bring on the music. Thank you, Stevie,
Thanks,
and have a
Stevie.
great gig today.
Have a great gig.
Stevie's got a beautiful voice.
She has indeed. Absolutely
What was
lovely.
the song that she recorded with you
Right,
on one of your first albums?
Now you've said it, I can't, Josh, I can't think when you play. Ghost Dancing.
Ghost Dancing. That's
Yeah.
a great song. All about the massacre at Wounded Knee
Wounded
of the
Knee.
Sioux
That's right.
Native American people. Very
Yeah.
powerful song. If you haven't heard it, you can find it on Spotify.
Still, my albums are up on
Ghost.
Spotify.
Ghost, Ghost, Dancing. Ghost Dancing. That's the name of the track. And you can hear the backing vocals by Stevie Geegan.
Yay!
Woo!
And her husband, late husband.
Oh, her late husband
Yeah.
is on it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so what's next?
Let's
Ooh.
head into the crossbench song. All right. Because we've got our elections coming up, there have been lots of shenanigans and lots of exposures about the major parties. The major parties have colluded together to try to stifle competition and
because-
to stop the independents and the smaller parties from being able to compete on a level playing field. But we're not going to allow that to make any difference to us because we know that the kind of policies that the major parties have been indulging in for the last 200 years have not really worked for the people of the country, and now of course because they're corruptly being donated to by very large and rich corporations, we are in danger of never really having an election that isn't rigged in some way in their favour, one or the other, and they obviously don't care which one of them gets into power. They actually just want power. So there obviously isn't a great deal of difference between the two of them, except that I really don't think we want Peter Dutton, who is a good mate of Trump,
Can I just...
in power.
We definitely don't want Dutton. No, no, no. Do not put Dutton last.
Put Dutton
Put
last.
Dutton absolutely last on your preference
Yeah.
sheets.
If you want some really good advice about how to vote, go to the Greens and find out what your local candidate is, and see how the preferential voting should go in both the upper house and the lower, because we really want to get a bit of a hung parliament happening, because it's obvious that the major parties will still win, but at the same time, if we can take down the most gross of their agendas,
If we have a minority government,
then that'll work.
then they can keep checks and balances on the government that's there.
So I wrote this little ditty, sort of
A ditty.
mentioning a few of the things that really should be uppermost in our minds when we go to the polling booths, and so I hope you won't mind. This is called the Crossbench Song.
The Crossbench Song, and it's a bit of a slow blues.
It is, it's a slow blues.
We've been workshopping it the last couple of weeks.
It's got
and
so
what
many
we-
words, if it's not slow, we can't actually
We
get them in.
can't say all the syllables. There's so many syllables. So, to allow us to be able to sing it, we need to do it slowly. Just reminding us all. It's tempo. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was terrible.
Because we've
So
got to
we're
do
doing
the...
a chorus first,
I'll
yeah?
read that.
Remember?
Okay, yes, we
Yeah,
are.
but I've
Okay,
got
let's do that
chorus. I want to vote.
Okay.
Yep. So it goes a
Do that
1,
again.
2, 3, 4.
I wanna
Okay,
vote.
again. That's not happening.
I tried. I went too slow.
Okay.
Okay.
A 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanna vote green or independent or indigenous, 'cause it's a vote for you and me. Vote green or independent or indigenous, then together we can free Australia. Corporate tyranny. Albanese is in his kitchen, cooking up new promises. The broken parted treaty stuffed into a bottom drawer. 26 new coal mines are open on the table. Abandoned climate policies are melting on the floor. And I think to myself, well, I better vote green or independent or indigenous, 'cause it's a vote for you and me. Vote green or independent or indigenous, and together we can free Australia from corporate tyranny. Gina and the LNP think Donald Trump's a hero. They would turn Australia into America if they could. Push all of our freedoms back to 1937. Take an extra Medicare like they were chopping wood. And I think to myself, well, I better vote green or independent or indigenous, 'cause it's a vote for you and me. Vote green or independent or indigenous, and together we can free Australia from corporate tyranny. Dutton's bus is loaded up with billionaires and Nazis. Not a single one of them cares about us. I see them spreading lies, pushing fear and division. I don't want to get thrown under the wheels of Dutton's bus. And I think to myself, well, I better vote green or independent or indigenous, 'cause it's a vote for you and me. Vote green or independent or indigenous, and together we can free Australia
because a strong crossbench will work better for the people. A fight for cheaper housing and a future for our kids. Protect our workers' rights from the greedy multinationals. Attend to climate change and put corruption on the skids. And I think to myself, that sounds good. I'm gonna vote green or independent or indigenous. 'Cause it's a vote for you and me, vote green or independent or indigenous. And together we can free Australia. A better place to be, Australia. If only we can free Australia from corporate tyranny.
Free Australia from corporate tyranny. We got there.
Got there. Take 3, Paul Moore
Take
says.
3.
Thank you, Paul. That was take 3, I think. Which is quite good, really, when you come to consider how quickly the song has come together. But anyway.
So not Clive Partner, Clive Palmer, says Sue. Absolutely. You've got to be careful what in.
Which independent? You're
You
shouting
keep looking at me.
You're sort of really shouting in my
Oh,
ear.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I can't hear my voice.
That's because I'm ahead of you. Normally I'm behind you. So.
And also I'm deaf on this side, and inside my head I can't hear myself as well as I
That's all right.
used to be able to before they made me deaf.
Yeah.
By trying to take a tumour out of my head and ripping on my cochlear nerve.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm sorry for shouting.
That's
in
all
your
right.
ear.
That's
You
all
kept
right.
looking at my
No, I was
It was just my voice.
just really like.
I'm so loud,
That's all right.
and I don't even realise it. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Alana says, I'd love to stay and listen, but my phone's on 11 and I'm at Macca's with no charger, so I have to go.
11%.
Bye, Lana.
See
Thank
you,
you for
Lana.
joining us from Macca's. Macca's just up the road here, like literally a walking distance. Kay's, no, what's Kay saying? Nothing. Nothing. Kay's not saying anything. She's just watching. Alana said earlier, you guys always sound amazing, as always. Thank you, Lana.
Thanks.
What else? Oh, hello, Laurel. Laurel Sandylands is there. Hi,
Evening,
Laurel.
Laurel.
Good to see you. How are you? All right, next song.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I got to get my violin. It's getting cool and it's raining again.
yeah, it's
We thought we wouldn't be on the veranda because it was raining so much, and then we had a beautiful
Now,
fine afternoon.
you just about feel the rain
And
trying
we
to come
got a
in on
lovely
me.
sunset. Well, it wasn't a whole afternoon of fine, was it? It
Not
was,
really,
It
no.
was just on sunset.
But the
Things
wind's
cleared out. We got this beautiful sunset. We said, okay, let's move everything out onto the veranda. So we brought all our equipment out here.
Yeah.
And then the rain's come.
well,
we're not
but
getting rained on.
there's not much wind, so that's great. So it means the rain's falling
It is.
straight down instead of blowing in on us. So that's all right.
A great grooving song with a message. Thank you, Robin. And I just want to shout out to Joshua playing his walking bass on that. Joshua, for those of you who haven't been following us, Joshua is a brand new beginner musician. He's only been playing for, I don't know,
Couple of months.
3 months.
3 months maybe.
And he's been just so brave to get out and perform in front of people and be recorded at the same time, because these live streams are obviously recorded. So yeah, good on you, Josh. We're really proud of you and very impressed.
Yeah.
So and we're thrilled that you want to play with us.
Of course I do.
Like, how lucky are we? Most parents don't have a teenager who wants to do things with them.
That's right. We're
This
very
is
lucky.
Just the best.
Most of you just don't have Princess Call.
Did you hear that? Say that
That's good.
louder.
Let's see, I'm going to record
We're
this.
going to pay him for that later. So say that again, Josh, loudly. Oh,
Most
wait.
teenagers don't have parents as cool as you guys.
Most teenagers don't have parents as cool as us.
All right.
I never was cool before. Now I'm cool. I love it. Always been a dag.
Okay. Falling.
Oh, this one is also very topical from our new EP.
Yeah, I've always been, doing protest songs, and but I've always also tried to seek solutions. You can't just keep telling people everything's wrong. You've got to come up with reasons for them to hope And I was reading or listening to a radio program on a book that is by an American author. I believe it's called Modern Economic Theory. And in that book, it says that of the economists that they interviewed, somewhere around 300 or 400 economists, they found that 70% of them believed that increasing the interest rates at the bank, central bank of any country, does not have any kind of strong or long effect on inflation. So this government has been doing that, and obviously it put prices up, and it's put prices up on food, it's put prices up on rent, it's put prices up on people who own their homes and therefore have to charge more rent if they're renting their places out and all that sort of stuff, making it very, very difficult for people. Also, part of their economic theory is actually to make people unemployed. If you have full employment, it's actually not good for inflation, according to them, which seems to me like there's something seriously wrong with that. Why should I become unemployed to fix your poor economic management as a government? But anyway, this was dedicated to the folks who, up until recently, until it was made a criminal offence to sleep in a park, were out in the parks in their thousands, sleeping in tents, and particularly ones that I saw sleeping in their tents adjacent to the go-between bridge along the Brisbane River, which is some of the richest real estate in Queensland, and some of the poorest people are sheltering there. But of course then the Lord Mayor of Brisbane, Adrian Schrinner, who obviously has never been homeless in his entire existence and has no idea what it's like to be homeless, made it unlawful to be out in a tent in the city, in any park or any place around. And although they did provide some temporary accommodation during the latest floods, when the people came out of that temporary accommodation, they found that it was not legal to go back to where they were sleeping. And so what has happened to them? We don't know. We don't know. No publicity around that. And Schrinner said if people are homeless, they are choosing to be so, and that is utter rubbish.
That is a bigoted lie.
Yeah. Okay. Falling for those people who are maybe rehoused or maybe still out there somewhere. We hope that you are surviving, and hope that at some point soon you'll be thriving. Falling.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I like living in the city. I don't like living in a tent. But the government's fighting inflation. Apparently that's where my job went. And now they push the interest rate so high, I can neither buy nor rent. And minute by minute, hour by hour, I'm falling farther behind. Living in the shadow of the go-between bridge without a ticket to ride. Ticket to ride. The big boss of Woolies gets $8.4 million a year, maybe a little more. His new low prices mean I can no longer afford to shop at his store. And minute by minute, hour by hour, I'm falling farther behind. Living in the shadow of the go-between bridge without a ticket to ride. Ticket to ride. And I'm falling, 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 falling farther behind. You call me a bludgeon, but I'm filled with confusion. Is an unemployment but your big solution? Or get another job, won't that be fuel on the fire? Another excuse to push those prices higher. No, no, no. Modern economic theory says that there's a less blood set of tools between bridge and give us all a ticket to ride. A ticket to ride. And I'm falling, 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 falling far behind. Wow. And Paul says, on the news tonight, the second time, bulldozers have destroyed more homeless people's accommodation in Launton, which is a suburb of north side of Brisbane. And he says, shame, so criminal. Yes, the criminals actually aren't in the tents. The criminals are actually in safe, warm houses and mansions, fueled by a couple of $100,000 of government taxpayers' money.
Well done, Josh. He hadn't played that one for a few weeks.
I haven't done that for a while, have you, mate?
And he did really, really well.
That's really
So
good.
it's a fun song to play. It's a serious topic. But musically, we have a lot of fun playing it, don't we?
We do.
Am I all right now? Where I am?
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
Oh my goodness. I'm a wonky donkey. Oh.
Wonky or not, you're still a better musician and a better singer than just about anybody I know. So.
Oh, bless you.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I do.
But I appreciate
I'm very
you saying
picky.
it. Thank you. Well,
And I'm very critical.
well, we've been working on a big project, a big community singing project that is coming together tomorrow at Eagleby Wetlands. Not tomorrow.
Sunday.
Sunday.
I'm going whippersnipping the park tomorrow because I don't think the local council has done it.
Yeah, we did put an application.
Hope it stops raining in
The
time.
council for use of the park area, this lovely little amphitheatre at Eagleby Wetlands, and we went to visit it on Wednesday night, and they hadn't cleared away the branches from when Cyclone Alfred came by. All these branches were down there weeks ago because we visited weeks ago as
Cleared
well.
a few of those up,
And
so
they were
that's
still
all right.
there, so the council hadn't done anything yet to clear up the area.
So I'll pop down there tomorrow
our
with the
own
whippersnipper, and
working
if they haven't cleaned the place up a little bit, I'll just spend an hour or so just clearing it up, so that when we go down there to film Solid Rock with I think between 90 and 100 people
We're
on
going to
Sunday.
have more than 100 people, I reckon.
More than 100? Wow.
I reckon we're going to have more than 100 people coming to sing Solid Rock with us. First Nations people, non-Indigenous people. We're having a beautiful First Nations troupe dancing.
Yeah, we're having a dancing troupe.
We've got Credence Blanco, wonderful Yidaki player. He's coming to play Yidaki. He recorded in the studio on Tuesday night. Lucy Davis and Riley Bowman, both wonderful First Nations singers, song keepers. They've added some chanting, traditional chanting to the recording, and we're going to have 100 voices coming to sing it in harmony with us. And Pascal Berger, our dear friend, and his son and his partner are coming to film us and make a big music video for Voices for Reconciliation. So this will be the Logan community's contribution to Voices for Reconciliation, which is a national singing project run by Reconciliation Australia.
Who, for those who don't know, contracted us to do a choral arrangement of Solid Rock, really great song by Shane Howard of Goanna. And we had a lot of fun doing that, and now over 300 choirs have registered to sing the song. So we're...
and it's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
But we want our community project
what you doing, baby?
to be the best. I just wanted to close it.
All right. Well,
close
it's got
the
those
book.
D-rings are a bit of an awkward thing, aren't they?
So, Sing on the Ballum is the name of our community project. We're working with Stay True to Uluru, the Uluru Dialogues, the Uluru Statement, Mob 23, Antar Queensland, and Community Plus to bring people together and sing for First Nations justice and to stay true to the Uluru Statement from the heart.
That's right.
So we're very excited. Sue will be there, Paul will be there, Robin will be there, Kay will be there with her son Chris.
Yeah.
Who else is going to be there? Lots of people are going
Dom's
to be
gonna
there.
be there,
Dom's going to
and-
be there.
yeah.
Everyone, it's going to be fantastic. We're so excited. So
Okay.
we thought we would sing Solid Rock. This is
our duo version. of Solid Rock.
version of the choral version that we'll be doing on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's the first time Josh has ever played it.
Yeah, he learnt it today.
He
so
learnt it today.
And there's some difficult parts to it, so
Yeah. So we're just going to see how
complex
it
song.
goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it
This
goes.
is our last song for the set.
Thanks
you
for joining
so much.
us this
Mwah.
morning or this evening or
Yeah.
whatever time it is, whereabouts you are.
This
We'll
song-
see you same time next
I
week.
wanted to just say this song was a big hit here in Australia in
1982.
1982. It was written by Shane Howard and his band. Goanna recorded it and made it very popular. It's considered part of the Australian rock classic canon.
It is.
And it's a wonderful truth-telling anthem. It was way ahead of its time, and we're very honoured that Shane is allowing us to all to sing the song, and also we're very honoured that he approved of our choral arrangement. He was thrilled with it. So here we go.
Okay.
Solid rock.
1, 2, 3, 4. Solid rock, sacred ground. Solid rock, sacred ground. Solid rock, sacred ground. Out here nothing changes, not in a hurry anyway. You can feel the endlessness with the coming of the light of day. We're talking about a chosen place. You want to sell it in the marketplace. Well, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, just a minute now. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. You're standing on solid rock, standing on sacred ground, living on borrowed time, and the winds of change are blowing down the line. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, right down the line. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Around about the dawn of time, the dreaming all began. A proud people came. They were looking for their promised land, running from the heart of darkness, searching for the heart of light. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. It was their paradise. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. They were standing on solid rock, standing on sacred ground, living on borrowed time. But the winds of change were blowing cold that night. They were standing on the shore one day, saw the white sails in the sun. Wasn't long before they felt the sting. White man, white law, white gun. Don't tell me that it's justified. Somewhere, someone lied. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Yeah, someone lied. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. It was genocide. Now you're standing on solid rock. You're standing on sacred ground, living on borrowed time, and the winds of change are blowing down the line. Solid rock, standing on sacred ground, living on borrowed time, and the winds of change are blowing down the line. Solid rock, sacred ground, living on borrowed time, winds of change are blowing down the line. Bomb, bomb.
That was a cheeky finish. Maybe next time we'll all finish together at the same time. Well done, Josh. That was your first time playing that. You've only
Yes.
just learned it.
Yep, well done, son.
Woo!
Well done.
You're so good.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks so much, guys, for
Thanks for
joining
being
us
with
tonight
us.
and this morning. We've had a great time. I hope you've enjoyed our anecdotes and our music, and we'll be back next Friday.
We'll be back next Friday.
Yay.
It's also another long weekend, isn't it? It's
It
the
is.
May Day weekend.
Yeah,
So
Mundy-Turner
let's-
family band.
Shall we try for another love heart?
Don't know
Let's see
if we can.
can.
Do... Oh, well.
It didn't work. We only get
We got 3 of them
a
anyway.
quota.
Wait.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe.
It didn't work.
No,
Perhaps. Yeah, it's not going to work.
not going to work.
It's not working. I think they must have a quota and I used it up earlier.
But you know what? You get the picture.
Thank you, everybody. We
Thanks,
love
guys.
you. Thank
Love
you
you.
for joining us at our little casual veranda session. Joyful singing and amazing musicianship, says Kay Morris. Thank you. And Stevie says, sounds brilliant. Have a great community project on Sunday.
Thank you.
you for the lovely music and being you. Well, thank you for being you too.
Thank you, darling.
And well done to Josh. Hope to see you next week.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
He's gone. Paul says, well done, Cath, Jay and Josh. Beautiful and all sounding great. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your night or day and catch you next. Something, I've got to press see more. Catch you next. I can't see where it was now. It's
Don't
gone.
know. Look forward to
Catch you next
soon.
time, God
Yeah.
willing. Look forward to Sunday. Yes, Paul will be there on Sunday sing on the balance, solid rock.
He will.
Love your music. Good night. Hugs and love. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, says Sue. Fantastic, says Kay. Thank you, says Christy. And we send our love to all of you. Bye.
Good night.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Have a great time.